Well, apparently, I am the worst vlogger ever. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 11. So yeah, I kind of totally forgot to start my vlog this morning. Sorry, there's a car pulling up next to me and I don't want them to see that I'm vlogging. So yeah, I totally forgot to start my vlog this morning. Packed up, did a conference call and all that, and then left. Didn't open my advent calendar, didn't open the kitty advent calendar. My mind was just not into it. I was too focused on end of quarter deals going on in my territory and changes going on within the company. Really, my mind was elsewhere this morning. So I will actually open all of that tomorrow when I get home because I am staying overnight in a hotel tonight. But pretty sure it was just more kitty treats for the kitties. Don't know what I would have gotten. That'll be just a nice little surprise and a good way to end the day tomorrow. All right, I gotta go and install something. I will talk to you guys later. Hi everyone, so I am almost finished my day. I have one more clinic that I want to see. I stopped for a cheeky little french fry and drink from McDonald's, so I'm munching that quickly and then gonna head on my way, and then I'm probably gonna go to the mall that's right near where my hotel is because I don't know if it's focusing very well, but if you can see, I got some bushiness that needs to be addressed. So that will be taken care of tonight. And yeah, I don't think I'll film there. Might be a bit bizarre. But I will film later on when I'm in my hotel room, and I'll talk to you guys when I get there. Talk to you soon. Bye. Finally, I'm at my hotel. Sorry. A bit of an echo in the entranceway. So made it to my hotel. Yes, that means workday's pretty much wrapping up at this point. Sun's pretty much set, and that is it for the day. I need to run over, once I finished entering all my notes in, I need to run over to the mall that's right next door. Sorry, I'm tired today. So that I can get some last little few things for Christmas shopping. And then what I think I'll do is maybe I'll do a quick story time with you all to discuss where I've been for the last year, because I know that's something that some people might be wondering why I did a video last January and then I came back for Vlogmas. What happened between January and December? So I'll do a quick little update on that. But in the meantime, let's get some work done. But first, the bed test. Comfy. But that means I have to get up and finish off my notes, and I don't want to. I'm comfy. Oh, it's been a day. Have you ever had those days where you wake up and you felt like you probably slept well, but you have no energy, you're tired? That has been today. It has been a struggle all day long. Just holding up this vlog camera right now is a struggle. So I am going to finish work off and then we'll go to the mall quickly. So let's get my ish done. Oh man, there is like snow all over my camera now. I don't know what happened. It went from super nice, oh nice, dry, dark, to snow, like that. back in my hotel room, just waiting on supper to arrive. I got some Saint-Hubert chicken, so rotisserie chicken. And yeah, I'm gonna eat supper and we'll do kind of a little mukbang of what's been going on with me for the past year. So let's just hope that dinner doesn't take too long to arrive. Right, let's get some dinner. So just to show you guys what I got, if I can actually open this up easily. This is Saint-Hubert. I don't know what this 10S or whatever. Chicken. Oh, this is a little chicken tortilla, little pot pie, gravy. Let's get your little bun. So tasty goodness. I got a Fanta. There's a bunch of other stuff in here. So we have the homemade ketchup kind of sauce to go with the tortilla. There should be traditional coleslaw. Because I got the festival meal, it came with dessert, which is like kind of little cinnamon rolly things with some sauce, caramel sauce that goes with it. Except one of my cinnamon rolls fell into the bag. And of course, last but not least, utensils. Alright, so before I really get into eating, because mouthful of food makes it a bit hard sometimes to talk, what happened to me during the course of the year. And a lot of people, because this is a channel that I kind of keep up to discuss my ongoing health issues and whatnot and how to live normal life with ankylosing spondylitis, I'm guessing people might have thought that that was the reason that I stopped filming for almost a year. But the actual reasoning, it was still a back issue, but it wasn't my ankylosing spondylitis. Your girl ended up herniating my L4, L5 disc pretty badly, to the point where I was working one day and my leg went completely numb. Completely numb, super bad back pain, bad sciatica, but like a numb leg kind of tells you something's going on. Went to the hospital. This happened in January. Had to take a week off work to relax my back and go on to a, it was called Lyrica, so it's a drug that helps with nerve pain. Did that until I could get in to see my rheumatologist, which was in February, I believe. Or I got an emergency, visit with her in February. And she also believed it wasn't my ankylosing spondylitis. There was something else underlying, because I shouldn't have lost sensation in my leg. The Lyrica did bring that back, so thankfully it was just a bit of numbness in my toes at that point. So had to go get an MRI. And we're in Canada, so healthcare is free, yay, but you have to wait for it. So my MRI only took place in March, and I was back to work, but I was kind of restricted with what I can lift up because we weren't sure what the issue was yet. So I was kind of taking it easy. So March comes along, I get my MRI done. And then April, I go to see, was it April or was it May? It was April I got my MRI done, not March. It was the beginning of April. And then end of April, beginning of May was when I went to go see my rheumatologist again. And it was confirmed that I did have a herniated disc. So she referred me to a neurologist, a neurosurgeon at the Jewish General Hospital in Montreal. And she told me, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off doing a steroid injection in the spine, so kind of like an epidural to help with the pain, just because usually with the neurosurgeons it can take up to 3 months just to get a call back. Sorry, hungry. So, sent off that request. Funnily enough, I never heard back from them. But a week after I sent my request, a week or a couple of weeks after I sent my request off to, she sent the request off to the neurosurgeon, they got back to me right away. Reasoning why is the neurosurgeon was looking for specific candidates because they started doing a new procedure. So instead of having to do like a 6 to 7 inch incision down the middle of your spine, cutting into muscle, possibly hitting nerves and whatnot to go and cut out a bit of bone to remove the disc that's herniated, they now do a methodology that is endoscopic. So what they need to do is they don't go right on your spine, they go through your side, and they use an endoscope, which basically is a camera on a long probe, I guess would be the best word to call it. It's movable. And at the end of the camera, you also have little pinchers that you can use. So they insert a cannula into your back, which is basically like a metal straw. And they insert the endoscope down that, and with that, they're able to kind of come up under the side of your spine and remove what has extruded or come out through a little hole in your vertebrae. So they were able to do that, go in and manually remove what had been pushing up on my nerve, which was what caused me to lose sensation in my leg. Mind you, this whole time I was also going to physio to help alleviate pain, but as much as physio would have liked to have fixed me, the extent to my herniation was enough that it warranted surgery. So went in, had surgery. I have to say the team at the Jewish General for the neurosurgeon with Dr. Golan was amazing. I'll see if I can find the video and at least make a link down below so that you guys can go and check it out, because they actually did film my surgery to use as a kind of training tool to show people what they're able to offer at the Jewish. Surgery was relatively quick. I think it was under for maybe 2 hours, an hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. Foggy. And it was, I had an ET, an endo tube put down to help have an open airway, and I was given oxygen, but I wasn't given an inhalant form of anesthesia. They only used an injectable form, which was propofol, which is a really fast acting anesthetic. So usually 10 to 15 minutes after they stopped giving it, you will start to wake up. So the anesthesiologist was there the whole time, or anesthetist was there the whole time, monitoring me, and they also had, they were monitoring neurophysiological responses. So I had probes in my head and my legs just to verify nerve responses to what they were doing when they were doing the surgery, to make sure that they weren't hitting anything they were not supposed to. So recovery was super quick. I went home the same day, unlike traditional surgery where you're only going home the next day, if not later. And recovery after surgery, I was back to work after 2 weeks versus 6 weeks to longer with classical surgery. With a lot of physio, I didn't need to do physio, so just walk. I was on a weight restriction for 3 months after surgery, and then I was slowly able to increase the amount of weight I was able to lift up. So with work, because I do have to lift stuff, we kind of did a workaround that my sales partners or even people at the clinic were able to help me with lifting of certain analyzers that I was installing at the time. But for the most part, like, it was a super easy turnaround. It was kind of a win-win situation for everyone. And I have to say that really helped turn my life around after that, because that was I have pain with ankylosing spondylitis, and it's something you can live with. You have your days where it's worse than others, but that was onto the next level pain for back pain and not being able to move and not being able to put on socks. Couldn't put on socks. Putting on pants was hard. Going to the washroom, sitting and standing was hard. Sitting in the car was excruciating. So going through that, I took the summer to like really recoup. There was a lot of nerve pain afterwards, so not so much pain where the incision was and where the cannula went in, but because there was a release of pressure on that nerve. So that nerve in my back was getting squished up by my disc that was protruding out. So my extruded disc was pushing up on that nerve, and once they removed that, the nerve came back, but it takes time for it to bounce back to where it was before. And during that healing process, you're going to get pain along the nerves that were affected. That was some intense pain as well. So we did continue me on Lyrica until that pain went away, and I was on some pain medication as well. So there was some opiates used to help out with the pain of that. once that was done, slowly kind of started working again. It was a slow start to work, as well as slowly increasing walks and whatnot. So every evening we would go for walks, to the point where, like, Dave and I went on vacation in October. We went back to Spain, we went to Madrid, and we went to Ibiza, which was just a nice, quiet, relaxing vacation. So I think after taking so much time off because of my back pain and just like physically getting home and just going to bed right away, like that was my day. Was I would get up, go to work, come home, go to bed. There was no, like, I couldn't watch TV in the living room because I couldn't sit up for long periods of time, to now where we can go out, we can do stuff. So it's a huge difference in lifestyle now. So it's just getting back into the groove of getting back to vlogging and posting videos and whatnot. So it was a bit of a learning curve to get used to posting my videos for VLOGMAS, because I told myself I wanted to do VLOGMAS again this year. It was a good sense of accomplishment last year when I was able to do it, and I really wanted to make sure that I was able to do it again this year. So getting myself back in the saddle. Changed my video editing software, so now I'm on Adobe Rush versus NCH, I think was what I was on before, or NCL, I can't remember, I think it's NCH or NHC. So I've changed that out, makes it a bit more streamlined, a bit easier. Use Photoshop for my thumbnails now, so getting a bit more technologically savvy on what I'm doing and not just trying my best. Trying to improve myself. So I'm gonna eat the rest of my food now before it gets too cold. I hope that was interesting for you. It's a bit of a different take, but it's kind of bringing you up to date on what's going on with my life. I'm feeling great right now. Mind you, I still have my ankylosing spondylitis, so if I'm in the car a long time, my back's gonna be a bit sore. If I don't move around too much, my joints are gonna start creaking and cracking. So, I mean, there's always gonna be pros and cons to every day, and then each day is a different day, but it's much better than it was last year at this time. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going back home, but Dave won't be there, so we'll see what we do with that. And then Friday, we're off to the States for a quick one-night little trip down to Burlington, Vermont, do some Christmas shopping, and just get away. So, see you guys tomorrow. Take care.